3-star sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing is Milton. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Milton. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
3rd down and 6. Here's Milton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Milton. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball? or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, one or two receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Nix. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so.
He's got a man, complete. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Milton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Milton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook again. Bulldozes past him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On play action, here's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing Nix. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Cook following the penalty. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Milton. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kyle Pitts, 65 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Over the middle, he finds Vele. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Nix. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Nix. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll work this down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A final shot before break. Milton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Nix. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Nix to the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the 1st half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the 2nd half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
That's good for our Cowboys. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, second down coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Milton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's second and 8. This one left side caught by Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up third and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on third and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on third and 2. Cook up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Throwing is Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, They're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Bailey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Johnson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Milton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Milton. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Milton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing Nix. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. In motion right is Thomas. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35 and down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Breaks through the contact. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This will get the lead up to 7. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. And this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Now it's Nix.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home